Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make some pockets and tags. Now this is a project that I started quite a while back. Was intending to do a video, but kind of got pushed aside. So I thought maybe today we would do this. And it's just a small pocket with the tag to go inside, and I have other tags over here, and then I have some tags. We're going to make a couple of these pockets, and then I have some tags up there that we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This one here I left so you could see the process, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this one. The other ones, they're already cut and inked. These are inked. We just have to cut them. So I'm going to cut my corners. I'm not really sure how, if I want them cut real deep, but we'll go ahead and give it a whirl. Oh, I guess I should put this on there, huh? This is just my little chipboard pattern that I use for cutting my angles and my corners. And, well, I didn't cut that one right at all. Cut the wrong angle. Now, I don't know if I can cut the other one like that. I dropped it and I turned it around and I just didn't do it right. So, what do I do in that case? Well, you know what? I could always make this one just a little bit shorter, and I could turn it over and cut it off. Except I don't have my cutter in here. So I can just measure this, cut it with my scissors, and we'll just turn it over. How do you like that? Right off the bat, I'm going to start right in. There. Now hopefully the rest of the video goes good, right? And then I'll have to cut my pocket down a little bit too. So we'll just go ahead and do that. It won't be that big of a deal, I don't really think. Let's see. So I guess today you get to see how I make the whole thing, huh? Oh, better turn it over so I can see what I'm doing. Let's move it up here. I'm going to end up getting off of the camera, and you're not going to be able to see anything anyway. The way the light is, it's kind of glaring. Oop, here we go. Now let me see what this looks like. I think that'll work just fine because we do have some shorter pockets. And then I'll just kind of angle these a little bit. and that will be just fine. I'll just have to cut this down some. Since my paper cutter's in the other room, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And that's good too. I don't mind doing it like that at all. Sometimes I do anyways, just because. I don't think that looks very straight. I think that looks better. All right, before I ink that, no, I need to go ahead and ink this one. I need to round my corners on this one. I need to round my top corners. So I actually no. This is supposed to be cut at an angle. I'm just going to confuse myself here altogether. I think we're just going to do this smaller angle. But I really don't think I like that small angle. You know what? I think I'm just going to round the corners. I just think that'll be easier. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to use my big paper, or my big thing on my corner rounder. Well, I'm starting this video out right in style, aren't I? And that's okay, because sometimes things do go wrong. All right, now all I'm going to do with this is just glue this down. So let me get this paper. And my glue stick. Well, I hope everyone else is having a good day. I started this project, the pieces that I'm making today. I started it earlier. Had all kinds of ideas because I wanted to make them just a little bit different, you know, than the other ones that I did. And I got to going and going, and just like that, boom, I couldn't think of anything. Couldn't think of anything. So then I was at a standstill, and I tried and tried and tried. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for nothing. Okay, we have to shorten this page. So then I got up and walked away from it, left it sitting there for a couple of hours. Then I went back to it. Finally figured out what I might do to get this finished. So then you know, I just come right in here and sit right down, mess it right up right from the very beginning. All right, now in here, I'm going to do the thumb hole. And I'm just going to put the two pieces up there together. Try to line it up about even. Sometimes that's hard to do. Okay, so I think that's good. Right, now I'm going to glue that on there. Now some of these pieces here are going to be a little bit longer, so I'll have to tear them. I'm just going to glue this down. I'm not really sure if I'm staying where I'm supposed to up here. I have to stay up so far on my border I go off screen. Okay, now just going to have this come down here, something like this, and I'm going to tear it. And that's just going to sit down in there, and then I'm going to have this one come across, and I don't have to cut this one because I didn't cut it any narrower. I want to tear a little of that off. And then maybe put that there. And I'll put that down there. So let's put this one down first. I like to make pockets and tags, and I'm always trying to find a different way that I can come up with different ideas. So I thought on this one I'd just kind of do like a little cluster or something like that on it. Thought it would be different. We'll just put that down there. There. And I think that's kind of cute. And then, now on this, when I didn't give you the, well, the dimensions on this one is totally wrong, so I'll just measure. The tag is approximately 5 1/4 now by 2 3/4, and the pocket is about approximately 3 1/2 by 3 3/4, and I just scored a 1/2 inch on these 3 sides and then cut my angles into it so I could fold them in. And then I'm just going to set my pocket down in there, fold my sides and my bottom up, and that's going to hold that in. Now I think this glue stick seems to be pretty good, so I'm going to give this glue stick a whirl. I'll just glue both sides, and then I'll pull my bottom up. Sorry about the flub up right at the beginning. I don't think the glue stick is going to hold it good enough for me though. It doesn't hold as fast as the other glue. Let me see. Maybe while I'm doing some of the other stuff, I can just put a couple little paper clips on here, and if it doesn't hold it, I'll use my Fabri-Tac. And on the next one, well, I'll probably just end up using my Fabri-Tac because this is a cardstock. It's just a little bit heavier, and that could be why. So we'll give it a whirl. Okay, so that's my first pocket, so we can't stick anything down in there yet. Let me set them up there out of the way. Now we already know we're going to use Fabri-Tac on the next one. Get the glue running down into it. Now on my next one, everything is rounded. Everything is done. All I have to do is glue them. I can use my glue stick on this. Now, the measurements for this is, let me see, for the pocket back is 6 inches long by 2 5/8, and the pocket is 4 1/2 by 3 3/4, and that includes that 1/2 inch that I said I scored. This is also a good project to do for scraps, because that's what a bunch of this stuff was. It was just leftover scraps. And this backer is also cardstock, and it's just kind of a shiny gold color. And it's kind of a heavier cardstock also. The glue stick holds the paper down all right. It's just the seams underneath. I'll use my Fabri-Tac on them. So before I glue this all together, I'll just go ahead and finish decorating this. I'm just going to put a little greenery on this with a little flower. And then I'm going to add this lace. Now this lace is really pretty. I actually got this at a bin store. Paid $1 for a good size thing of it. And that is a good way to buy lace, because lace can be pretty expensive. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue across here. Once I clean my tip off. Okay. Let's put some glue across here, and I'm running it all the way out to the edge. And I thought the shiny gold from the lace went good with the gold from the cardstock. Now I'm going to put my Fabri-Tac around. I'm just going to go ahead and run it around. And we can fold our sides in. Fold our bottom up. Just kind of use this to press it down a little bit with, because like I say, this is pretty stiff. So I might even have to put some clips on this to hold it, because this is not wanting to stay. Maybe it's going to now. And I think that turned out pretty. So that's a pocket. And let me see. This is one of the tags that I had made before. Just slides right down in there. So these pockets can be made to actually match your journals, or you can make pockets up in advance and you can make tags. Let's see if this is holding. And then when you need them for a journal or you need a pocket for something, you can just pull it out and it's already done. Yes, now that one's holding. So we'll slide that right down in there. And I think that one turned out really pretty also. Even though it's a little shorter, that's fine. They can be all different sizes. Now, we're going to work on our tags. These are some of the tags that I made before. I just decorated them up. These things like this are some things that I had that I just stamped. And then I just put them on the tags. Added a little bling and some other stuff with them. And made cute little tags. Let me see, I can use my glue stick on this stuff. And this is just book paper. Now this backing to this tag is not real heavy, but once you get everything on there, it stiffens it up some, and the back is light enough that you can journal on it. Now, let me see, what do I want to do here? I'm going to, now this is one of the little tags. I made this quite a long time back, just did cardstock, book page, and the little piece that I stamped on. And I just have a little cluster of flowers and berries here. I think I'll stick them up there somewhere. And I'll do a little butterfly down here. Then I'm going to add a little bling to it. So let me do my flower first. Then I'll know it's sitting in the right spot. Well, besides my blunder, I hope everyone is enjoying my video. And I would just ask, if you haven't subscribed, that you would subscribe to my channel. And if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Set that down there. I should move this aside a little. It's starting to get a little sticky. And put my little butterfly on there. Now, on the side over here, I'm going to add a little bling. We'll just add some little gems. Trying to not stick my head in the way. Are just little fancies that I got from the Dollar Tree. Okay, now that's cute. I'm just going to put a little tab on top. But I don't need that glob of glue. My tab is just coffee dyed paper. And there we go. And I think that turned out real cute. Now let me give my butterfly some antlers. Just go off that way, and we'll go off that way. And this one says Inspire. Very nice. And you can make them wider or narrower. Whichever you need to do. Now we're going to do this one. And the rest of these are just going to go rather quickly. Just hope you like my project today. Now this paper I just tore. Well, I tore most of it. I left some of it straight, and I tore the rest of it. And then I added this. I stamped this on coffee dyed paper. And then I just kind of cut it out. I cut some and I tore some just to give it a little different look. And I thought that looked cute together. I think I'll just stick that on there. It says labels. And I inked everything in purple on this one. This one on the bottom says name with the dots. I'm just going to stick this down there. And these was just printables. And I'm going to put my tab on. And it's also just out of coffee dyed paper. Doesn't necessarily have to match the back, because it matches this. So that goes good together. And then I'm going to add some purple bling. Come on, glue, you can do it. I like these little flat gems because they don't take up too much space inside of your pocket. That one needs to slide that way a little. And there we go. And that's that tag. And that's light enough to write on the back. And on the darker ones, if you find that you don't think it's light enough, you can add coffee dyed paper or white paper, notebook paper, anything like that. Okay, now we have this one. Hope everyone is having a nice day today. We've been having some more chilly weather. We don't have any snow though. Don't really think we're supposed to get any more for a while. Now this here, I just stamped the background. And this just says magical. So I'm going to put this down here. Hope everyone stays until the end of the video. I know my little flub up in the beginning kind of made a little extra time, but it's not too long. Okay, now I'm going to put my little butterfly up here. Getting quite a lot of glue on my fingers. So on this one I inked everything in blue. And this just says number 8017. And down here we'll put a number 5. And then let me see, maybe across the bottom we'll add some blue. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Just add some blue gems. After I get the glue off my fingers. I just think adding these little gems dress them up a little bit more. And even though it's a darker blue than the ink, it doesn't matter. Just gives a little contrast. This is cardstock, so I'll just use this. It'll hold faster. Put our little tab on. I think that one turned out really cute too. Now that butterfly's sideways, so I'll just give him one antenna. We'll just kind of go up this way, like that. And then we'll try the other pocket, and that one sits down in a little farther, or you can leave it up, or you can have the shorter pocket. So it works good. And now this is our last tag. And this is a longer one. Just made a little cluster of flowers. I stamped this on the gray background. Kind of getting in a little bit of a rut where I really don't know what to do for videos. When I think I find something that I want to do, when I try to start working on it, then I kind of just hit a wall. It's almost like I have a block or something. Okay, I need to stick that flower back on there. Just trying to go AWOL. Okay, well, let me just go across here. Maybe that'll be easier. Okay, and now this, I really don't know what this is. Looks like it has eyes. So I'm going to put that on there. I like the scroll though. And then I'm going to put my tab on. And then we're just going to add some bling to this one. And this one will be all done. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And I just did this one the same as the background. All right, now seeing as how I have yellow flowers and green leaves, I'm going to do a couple yellow gems and a green one, because I only have one yellow one left. So I might as well use them up, huh? And I think that turned out really pretty also. And this one will fit down good in the long pocket. So there we go. So that's my project for today, pockets and tags. And like I said before, this was the other pocket that I made. And the tag. And this one here, I just did almost like a little tiny belly band across it. And then my other tags. So it's quite an array. I like to make them different. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. So let me know what you think. Any comments, questions, suggestions, just let me know below. And I hope you join me back for my next video. So until then, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day and happy crafting. Bye for now.